Hello. Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. We are here every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. So just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers to keep us safe. Thank you. And we've got a fantastic community here because of you and your kindness. Thank you. Oh, okay. Kitty approved. Kitty approved cards. Hi. You make a terrible window. Yes, you do. You make a terrible window. Hi. Normally, this is when you jump down. He's like, not jumping down. Look, plunk. I have cat. I have purring cat. So, thank you for being here. If you're watching on replay, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go. So you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, 1.25 speed, whatever works for you. Are you ready for your close-up, Mr. DeMille? All right. So, it's a day. Welcome to day one of the Republican National Convention. Mr. ex-president has had a change of heart. He told one of the people who was there, he didn't have time for an interview, but he wanted to talk to her and he wanted to apologize for not being able to be interviewed, and how he had ripped up his humdinger of a speech for Thursday. Do you mind? Okay. Yeah, we want to get the gunk off us too. He ripped up his humdinger of a speech, and he's written something else that apparently is supposed to be more, I don't know, come together. I just, come on, this guy. Okay. No, this is not a good place. This is not the good place to bathe. There you go. Okay. So, anyway, yes, kindler, gentler, suggests Bratu. Yeah. Bratu also says, Nord. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. So, anyway, all right, let's jump in. Lewis says, I was waiting with bated breath and tears in my eyes. Yes, going, sir, are you going to be a gentler, kinder man? I'm sorry, I don't believe this. Give me a break. Jeez. And all I can think is, yeah, James is saying Trump will not change. I agree. Oh, I know, Winnie Boo. Well, I know. And don't forget, everybody, do check the description box. It lists all the questions, all the things that we're covering today. So it is there. We're actually going to start with the cannonball, that big mess. And then we'll get on. Then we have a few questions on that, and then we'll get into, Trump's change of his little itsy bitsy tiny heart. Cynthia O'Keefe says that's why he was pumping his fist at the rally after being hit, yelling, fight, fight. Yeah. And he should not have been hit. He did not deserve that. I want to make it perfectly clear on this channel, in the chat and the comments. We are against violence, unless it's self-defense. We are against violence, and we're against assault in prison as well. No one should be assaulted in prison. No one deserves to be unalived as long as there is some other way for justice to be done. I mean, I would love if there was a peaceful way to get people like Putin out of power, or whatever it is. But anyway, oh, thank you, everybody. You're being so kind. Oh, no crying. There's no crying. There's no crying in there's no crying in politics. There shouldn't be. Thank you, Janet. Francis, I'm so upset with what Cannon did that I cried. No. We knew. I'm actually, it's like, good. Jack Smith can finally do something. She's not playing around, saying goofy things, not putting things on paper, dragging things out. She's actually acted, so now he can act. He can take action. So, about Trump, Carol, yes. Leopard, spots, exactly. And yes, scary godmother, ballots. Yes. So anyway, all right, we're going to start in at 6 minutes and 40 seconds in. Judge Cannon just dismissed the entire top secret documents case. That was a bad idea. Against Trump, citing that Jack Smith was illegally appointed. Will this stand on appeal? Thank you, Clarice. Oh, Miss Sheila the Quilter, thank you. Thank you. All right, what's going to happen to the top secret documents case? I mean, if it goes about all the way back up to the Supreme Court, we know one person who will say that there can be no special prosecutor appointed by the AG, but no, yeah, the AG, but the others will probably say, yeah. So Walter's asking about the pew-pewers' mental status. I actually covered a lot of that yesterday, and ultimately, yeah, he's anyway. Okay, let me get back to this. So Cannon just dismissed the whole case. This is really important. These are national secrets. This isn't even, someone did some kind of, dirty business deal. No, this is national secrets, and people have gone to prison for vast amounts of time for far less. And it doesn't matter who you were. We don't have kings. So there was Jack Smith and his team fighting the good fight. She has finally taken an action they can do something about. Page of Cups. Moving on. He's totally ready for this. Ten of Pentacles is there are plenty of people on the right, maybe even in the judiciary, who want to help Trump in some way, but ultimately they are burdened because whether or not there's a special counsel, that has already been adjudicated many a time, is my understanding. So we got stuff. We've got this thing on Canon. We've got the convention. We've got the most likely VP pick, which I think is going to be really stupid of Trump. But hey, don't be discouraged. No. Hang in there. Hang on. Hang on. Who's the president? Biden. Who's vice president? Harris. Who has control of the Senate right now? Democrats. What are the numbers like with how many people are going to vote? People are very motivated to vote. So, and we're in this together. Every day. We're here together every single day. So hang in there. These people, they trip themselves up. They do. Oh, I like that. And it's not saying that anybody who's been feeling discouraged is a quitter. I'm just saying that I agree that Jack Smith is not a quitter in general, and that we have been here for years now, and we keep fighting the good fight, and we keep making progress. So thank you, Dax. All right. So what's going to happen with the card for the reading is Canon doesn't have a great deal to stand on here. Pentacles are usually the conservative view, and it doesn't feel very strong for her. Allegedly, he's a thief, and he has 34 felony convictions, plus an adjudicated R word, etc., 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 etc. All of the evidence is right there. If anything, they went easy on Trump by not basically stripping every place he's ever lived down to the studs like they would have done for anybody else. Sleepless nights, worry. King of Swords, Special Prosecutor, Ace of Cups. Please tell me if you know if Jack Smith appeals and the appeal is granted, can he then get a different judge? Is that a thing? That's a Google question. So I was just wondering if anybody knew offhand, because this is a new start. That's good. She's actually the one worried here. You coming back? Are we a little cleaner? People are very stressed today. Yes. People are very stressed today. Did you want up here? You can go up here. It would be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect if you would come up here and hang out. Yes. Whoa, you're a good boy. Oh, you're a good boy. There we go. All right. Joyce Matthews says, I heard on Midas Touch, Jack Smith can request a new judge. Okay. Hi. I'm doing readings, dear. Okay. Let me see what else I can find out. Oh, making biscuits. Oh, we're making biscuits. And well, she's already shown her true colors. I don't necessarily think this is going to be a toddle, because there are other conservatives who will try to get in the way. There we go. Making biscuits. Just a good kitty making biscuits. Well, the energy off of this with the hermit behind it is she's done. That's what that energy is. As a matter of fact, there are going to be some questions asked of her later. But I do have some other conservatives. Could be judges, could be politician, could be anyone. There are some other people who are going to try to help him, but he's still on the hook here. So TJ says, finally. Yeah. Jamie Sheridan says, and now I want biscuits. Don't we all? Isn't that an ongoing, isn't that an always thing? Oh boy. Yeah, it feels like she's toast. Alan says the world. Yes, it feels as if, that's it. I don't think this is going back to her. At least that's what the cards are saying. So, will Donald Trump, let's say 17. Actually, let's just, there's some other questions here. Let's just ask these. At 17, will Smith bring the case to DC? Ha ha ha. Please. And maybe do a search of Bedminster while you're at it. Okay, so Core Smith said, per Andrew Weitzman can file this again in another federal court. Ooh, boy. Okay. This is aggressive law enforcement. This is Smith doing something where on the right they are knocked back on their heels. On the defensive, they don't have a good argument. There's still a lot of Republicans who want to help Trump, but Smith is smart. Smart Smith. So. Oh, okay. Patsy Cline says the case cannot be transferred to another district per ECM. Okay. Well, what I'm getting is, I think that's it. Wendy French. Trump is not out of the woods yet. That's what I'm getting. Nope, he's not out of the woods. He has lawyers that'll try to do whatever they're going to try to do, but 3 of Swords, ouch. 8 of Swords, legally hemmed in, legally hurting, foolish. Oh, he is not out of the woods. He is still deep in the dark forest that he put himself in. So anyway, Desert Dawn says, since he took them from the White House, why can't the suit be filed there? You would need to ask better. You'd need to ask legal minds, good legal minds about that. But hello, are we turning around? What are we doing? Are we mad that I'm not paying you enough attention? Is that what's going on? I might be getting the back. You know how cats, so sometimes if they're mad at you, they'll give you the back. And then they look over their shoulder at you. They'll look over their shoulder at you and be like, meow. I'm mad. Hi. You're tired, sweetheart. You're tired. Get some rest. Come on. Come on. Right here. Get some rest. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, he's in a mood now because he's tired. He should be sleeping. Cassie Klein says the documents were in Florida when the DOJ requested them to be returned. There. Thank you. We have some wise people here. As the kimchi turns, says your table covering feels too good for Booze and Kitty. Yes. Well, but it's to help block some of the reverberation because this is a standing desk. So, all right. Well, 2115. Get on track here. Will 45 reward Cannon? Not with the VP slot. No. Reward Cannon for dismissing the case. I'll definitely take that. Will 45 reward Cannon for dismissing the case? Assuming he's going to be in a position to do so. Thank you for being here. Yes, the benevolent Trump. And that'll be ending in 3, 2, 1. Thoughts and prayers. If you will not stand up and put in gun control against semi-automatic long guns, who no civilian needs, what did you expect? I'm not saying he deserves it. I'm saying you didn't stop and then you get an earring hole. What did you? Okay. Logic, silly me. Logic. Will Trump reward her? Meh. Fool. This does feel like maybe the DC case about January 6th is going to go forward, because this feels like he's going somewhere else for some other legal problem where there's aggressive law enforcement, trying to hold him accountable, please. Oh, then again, don't forget, September's coming, where Rashawn, I'm starting to get them all confused. The judge is going to sentence him. 9 of Cups and the Magician. Is he going to reward Cannon? She's not even here. If anything, it's a pat on the head. Yes, sucker. I'm not getting a whole lot of reward here. Alexa Gibson says, now he has no use for her. Exactly. Hi. Okay, so what was next here? Oma Sheila the Quilter had a question at 24:25. When the special counsel, Canon Screw Up ruling, hits the Supreme Court again, will Alito and Thomas recuse? Oh, my friend. Oh, my friend. No, I can tell you right now, you don't need cards, you don't need anything. No, they are not going to recuse. That's just that. But will the Supreme Court even entertain the special counsel question? Well, will it even get there? So will the top secret documents about this the special counsel, will that be taken up by the Supreme Court again? I'm going to be perfectly honest. When other people talk about their guides, I'm cool with it. If I start talking about my guides, I feel like a loon. That doesn't make any sense. But so I don't talk about them often. But I do feel like we have guides. And thank you so much. Thank you, Finzenberger. Thank you. Sweetheart, you need some sleep. You need some sleep. Here, get some rest. Seriously. Boop, boop. Get some rest. Get some rest. It's weird. It's like, because I picture guides as being like, it's like on the floor, like we're on this floor and they're on like the floor above us, and there's like a straight above your head, there's like a hole cut in the ceiling. So, and your higher self connection goes up through that, and then your higher self is up there, gargantuan thing of light that's then connected to the higher, bigger and bigger things of light till you get to the divine. And it's like your guides are just like sitting around that circle, or sitting there dangling their feet, or they're standing around, or but they're working. Hi. But they're working. And it just feels like it's busy up there right now. It feels like they're, and like, because I'm just getting, it's all metaphorical. It's almost like, did any of you watch Loki, the TV show with the TVA and the kind of retro office something, which I loved. It seemed like, it's almost like they're reaching over and like pulling the printouts off the older fashioned machines, and they're picking up phones, and they're, like almost like an old fashioned newspaper. They're talking to other people and other guides and just feels like there's a lot. We are not doomed. Clarence, no, we're not doomed. No, not even a little. Nope. Nope. So I don't know if any of you are getting that, but that's what it feels like. It's like, oh, I guess there's a lot going on. Anyway. Hello, Cindy. Thank you for becoming a new member. Thank you. Thank you. So, Supreme Court. Well, I mean, Thomas is the one who ran that up the flagpole during what he said recently, which is, he's the one being, it's Thomas is the one being quoted by Cannon repeatedly in her ruling, right? It's a card for the reading. Four of Pentacles, World, Hanged Man. She does not have a good argument, but this is a big change. Knight of Pentacles, so conservatives, but this is more like on lawyer levels. Thief. It's too important. Like I said, there are Republicans at different levels who want to help Trump, but top secret documents are top secret documents. All right. I'm glad, Kwamsela. Lisa says, loved Loki at the TVA. Oh, yeah. All right. Suzanne Dye is asking, the Supreme Court will choose the president, I feel. Let's have a look. Course Smith, C. Weissman quote, Jack could be hired as a prosecutor by the DOJ and refile the case outside of special counsel. He's going to do whatever it takes. He's not giving up. I in no way, shape, or form do I get him giving up. Not at all. So, oh goodness. Are we really okay? Are we really that upset? Are we really that worried? Jan is saying, I have a good friend in Vancouver. I'm going to be prepared just in case and possibly move there. Do you really think Trump is going to win? Honestly? With 34 felony convictions, adjudicated R word, having taken rights away from women, I'm honestly asking, do you honestly think that Trump is going to be 47? Suzanne says, my gut says he will in a coup, but they're prepared for a coup. Amy says, I'm in communication with friends in Canada. Really? Shen says they're scared about the horrible cheating. Okay. Judith says it's who counts the votes that matters, not who won the election. Tiger Sephorley says they cheat. Yes. And as the kimchi turn says, they're very prepared for whatever shenanigans that Trump will try. Yeah. Suzanne Dye says lots of fears today, I think. Absolutely. And I'm not knocking anybody. I'm a big believer in emotional intelligence, and everybody needs your feelings are valid. And we need to feel our feelings. We need to not suppress them. We need to feel them. We also need to do that so that they don't overtake us. Unless it's something good and we want them to. So let's just have a look at 30, 32, 40. Will Donald Trump be the next President of the United States of America, voted into office in 2024 or as a result of a coup of some kind? Save. Let's just have a look. Matter of fact, I will do an overloaded Celtic. All right, we can do this. We can do this. Valerie, that is absolutely true. There are more good people than bad. Absolutely. All right. A little heartburn, a little worry. Will Donald Trump be the next president of the United States of America? Either voted in 2024 or result of some kind of coup or heinousness. Just have a look. Lisa, the question is who gets sworn in? Well, it's a coup. Millie says, I'm numb, sensory overload. I can understand. All right, curve of the reading is not great for him. That's a smaller amount. That's the charity. That's just a little amount of the votes. Let me turn all these over and we'll have a look-see. We will look together. Because that's what we do here. All right. Amy Collins says I'd light candles at this point. Okay. What I have got here. In the past, we've been worried about Joe Biden's health. There's been lots and lots and lots of talk about this. Lisa Lee says, please ask who will be sworn in. We'll get there. We'll get there. I promise. We were worried. Queen of Swords is in the center. So this can be law enforcement, judges, can be voting. it's not like the Two of Swords, which is more a decision, an individuals voting. This is more the system, the laws, and that's at the center of this. Fair enough. Hanging over this, we've heard a lot of screeching because of weakness from the right for a very long time. Okay. The base of this, we worry, there's a lot of worry about what will Trump do next. Is he going to be able to fix his lack of funds? So swirling, even though the card from the past is the stuff about Biden, swirling around the question itself is he going to get away? Are they going to get away with the horrible, worst shenanigans? Okay, that's the question. Home environment. Women are going to vote. Men who believe, people who are more, I don't even know how to put it exactly. People who are supportive of women's rights are going to vote. The hopes and fears are that the law will work toward the good. Bratu gifted 10 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you, Bratu. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What other people see, adding insult to injury, because he's still walking around and he hasn't been put in prison. Trump has not been put in prison where he belongs because he's got 34 felony convictions. The challenge on the right, waiting for their ship to come in. The challenge is trying to hold Trump accountable without some people really don't want to let go of the idea that being a president makes you special. You're just a man. You're just a woman. You're just a person. We don't have kings. Anyway, near future, we are going to be, there's going to be good and bad. And there's going to continue to be stress because we're coming up on an election. And don't forget, today is when that whole Mars-Uranus Algol conjunction, all of that becomes exact today. Matter of fact, Mars will continue moving on. Now, Uranus is still on Algol. That'll be there for a while. But Mars is actually going to move on. So the worst, well, not the worst. I'd say some of this stress and strain and worry, some of it's going to lessen a bit. But plus the Republican National Convention starts today, and people are worried about that. Is Trump going to suddenly, is he going to suddenly have a revelation and be a decent person and be and draw all the people to him for his own, in support of him and because of what happened to him, and he's a new man? And really, because I've got the Justice card coming. I've got the Justice card. And we're worried about what Trump will do, but we're going to see in the next few days. Final outcome. Republicans think they're sitting pretty. They do. This will sweep Trump into the White House. This will sweep their candidate into the White House, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Here's the thing. It's there with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card. You blew it. You blew it when you took women's rights away. You blew it when you renominated repeatedly renominated someone who took children away from their parents. With all of the stuff he's done, he is not the person you should, Republicans, he is not the person you should have nominated, but you have. And you done messed up. They think they're sitting pretty, but there is a change, a big change. And the way that things were done, the way they were doing things, justice is coming. And this is in the near future. So I just am not getting it. I worry too, but is the image okay? Can people see me? All right, so we have more questions. So at 42:45. Joyce Matthews had a question. We're moving on to Saturday, the fallout from Saturday. Trump has apparently had a moment after the Saturday incident and is claiming that everything's changed. Allegedly, he's changing his RNC speech and wants harmony and peace. Oh boy. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Jason. just really? Okay. Is he talking out of his behind? Joyce asks. Oh, thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you. Beth asked, did he grow angel wings? Isn't there a type of toilet paper where they have angels? Is it Angel Soft? Angel something? All right. Has Trump grown as a person? I will never forget. God bless Lawrence O'Donnell. After early in Trump's administration, way back when, he gave some kind of speech, and he stuck to the teleprompter, and he wasn't quite as heinous. And I remember the talking heads on the news were falling all over themselves. I think he's turned a corner. He sounded presidential. People say that you grow into the job. Did you hear that? I think he's turned the corner. He's presidential now. And they went to Lawrence O'Donnell, who was sitting on the panel, and they turned to him, what do you think, Lawrence? And he said, no. And then there was just like crickets. There was just silence for a few seconds. And they're like, what do you mean no? He's just like, no. He was right. Hello, Becca for House of Lenormand. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for letting me be on last night. That was great. That was a lot of fun. Thank you. So, has he turned a corner? Is he the better man now? Has he changed his view of women? Is he going to push legislation so that children no longer have to worry about semi-automatic long guns with armor-piercing bullets, I believe? Is he going to be faithful to his wife? Nine of Wands. Well, yeah, you haven't got anybody who has had that close a call with death, as I explained the other day. You get a close call with death. you know, you do get enough euphoria for a while. But I also have happy Democrats. It's the convention, day one of the convention. So he'll be surrounded by people who just worship him. But ultimately, if rubber hits the road, they are rejecting any liberal ideas. And he's just a man. He's just a man. And on September 18th, is it? He's going to be sentenced for 34 felony convictions. So, yes, this might be this post-fear euphoria for, I don't know, do you think it'll even survive a week? Old Silver says, Algol has arrived. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Chris Cool, is his wife coming to the Republican coronation? I have no idea. Honestly. Did I not shuffle? Maybe I did. I must not have shuffled enough because I just asked for more information. Ace of Cups. There's ones. Trust is consistent behavior over time. If you want women's rights, there's one party that has been consistent about wanting women's rights. If you want people held accountable, there's one party that's been a whole lot more about that than the other. And again, I've got happy Democratic families, Trump feeling beaten up. Eventually, they're going to just put their foot in it. We are going to watch the convention. And the temperance. Yeah. I think right now part of it is we are afraid that he's actually going to change. We're afraid that he will be able to rally people. He can pretend, he can lie for a few days. But we'll be back here a week from now. Actually, I'm here every day, but so we're gonna be back here a week from now. We'll see how long it lasted. Okay. Melissa Helton, astrology question. Are there any positives to Algol? You can. Yeah. I mean, you can decide that certainly there are a lot of people who were born with something major at that point in their chart. And they learn to use that intense power and energy for fighting for rights and you don't just sit around when you've got that kind of power in your chart. So you can always, even what is technically the ugliest chart, someone would say this is the worst chart ever, but if you're born with it, there are ways you can end up being incredibly successful and powerful and helpful. You just have to use that energy and not try to be what other people say you have to be. It's one of the great things about astrology. We are supposed to be different. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. And it isn't just 12 sun signs, because you've got your sun, your moon, your rising sign, your midheaven, your Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, Eris, asteroids. There's a lot, and everybody's is different. And they're supposed to be. Okay. What have we? Ratu says, if you're born with a bad chart, you can learn to deal. You can learn to thrive. Yeah. So, okay. At 50-40. 50-40. All right. Well, since there's a sucker born every minute, according to Barnum, will Trump be able to pull this off with the left and the evangelical? Everything has changed. Uh-huh. Yes, Melissa Avery. Dumpster is the king of the gaslight. Yes, indeed. Yep. So is it going to work? Is he going to be able to pull in the left and the evangelicals? And card for the reading, Queen of Swords. I did shuffle. This would definitely be a good... This could be one of the convention cards. I could see that. Dun, da, da. The convention, choosing a nominee. And Trump went through what he went through, which he did not deserve. Nobody deserves that. So why aren't you going to do something about it? No? Thoughts and prayers? Really? Okay. Wheel of Fortune. It missed me by that much. Justice. Democratic families. And the far right on the defensive. He's not as persuasive as he thinks he is. Yeah. Hey, okay. Laura Hammond Davis says, don't believe it for a second. And this hurts my heart because I have a cancer moon. And if I, maybe it's just because I have Saturn on my ascendant, or it's whatever, or I don't know, but it hurts my heart to not give people the benefit of the doubt. It's my nature. I want people to, I have such empathy, and I want to, so that these monsters, I'm like, I want to, but I trust his consistent behavior over time, and he has decades of the same behavior. So if you want to change in a week, prove it. Give women their rights back. Say that you are going to give women their rights back of bodily autonomy. Ban semi-automatic long guns. That's how you can prove it. Anyway, okay. Apparently, Joe Scarborough is not a happy bunny today. And generally, he's a millionaire, former Republican, like, okay, bless you on your road, but who cares? No, yeah. MSNBC preempted the Morning Joe show this morning for fear that Scarborough would say something offensive about the incident on Saturday. Outrage has been building online with claims that this is just another way the network is changing viewpoints to the right. Is that what's going on here? Oh, we're getting to the VP thing next. Oh, we're not leaving today without the VP thing. Okay. Well, first of all, it's not exactly skin off of Scarborough's nose as far as he's gonna make his mortgage on his multi-million dollar homes, plural, just fine. I know you were worried. Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, Emperor, King of Pentacles, and the Star. Yeah, we've been talking about this. The heads of even MSNBC is owned by a large conglomerate. They, by law, have to do what is best for their shareholders. And that generally means trying to make sure this is a horse race, trying to make sure that they can pull in people from the left and the right. And when the muckety mucks higher up get involved, you know those people who are incapable of talking in anything but business speak? Those are the kind of people we're talking about here. Everything is, well, but we need to take on board what our ROI is going to be. Those kind of people, just in regular conversation, yeah, they're also trying to put their 2 cents in. 2 cents. Just want to confer with you about the possibility of the messaging for this campaign, for the blah-de-blah-de-blah. And then they're Republicans, or they pull to the right because it's all about business, 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 business. It's like a cult. Weird. Anyway. Visualize 70 says, do you mean the transactionalists? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Well, in case you haven't heard, at 57:30, make sure I get to this today. 57:30. 3 black trucks with U.S. government plates have rolled up to J.D. Vance's house yesterday. They rolled up yesterday and they're still there. This leads pundits to believe that Vance is the VP pick and that he's getting Secret Service detail. Is that what's going on? Hello? Is Trump's VP pick going to be J.D. Vance? And did he really shave? You gonna relax now? You need some sleep. You need some sleep. You need to be rested. You should be asleep right now. It's prime kitty nap time. J.D. Vance. Oh. J.D. Vance. Bratu says the black trucks were there to make sure he shaved. I don't know if he shaved his beard. Somebody said he shaved it. Yeah, come on. Somebody in the chat said he shaved his beard, but I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't necessarily recognize him. So J.D. Vance, are you the next VP? I'm shuffling. He's making biscuits. Yes. We're looking at J.D. Good boy. Okay, I'm shuffling. He's making biscuits. Okay, we're both shuffling. Shuffle, shuffle. Oh, little shuffle, shuffle. All right. J.D. Vance, J.D. Vance. I mean, it's possible, but Trump's an idiot if he does. Vance has more money. Vance has more money, more charisma. He's younger. He's fitter. And generally, I would have thought Trump would go for Burgum because he's more of a doormat. Interesting. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So that could be, he's been stringing people along, but that could be Trump's decision. Tower, Death card, 10 of Cups. I mean, this could be what just happened to Trump. But it's almost like we get, are we excited about who he finally chooses? Has anybody else heard about this? Is it only JD Vance who's had SUVs pull up? Come on. There you go. Shauna says Trump will pick Vance because he was famous before he became a politician. I hear what you're saying, though. Ratu says, yawn, Trump's VP, I think I'll fold socks. Susan says, just announce it's not Rubio. Surprise. Bernadette Smith, what was he famous for? He wrote Hillbilly Elegy. Remember that book that everybody was reading back in 2016? It's not going to be Nikki Haley. They've already said it's not going to be Nikki Haley, Winnie Boo. Susan says, breaking news, it's not Rubio. We kind of knew that. Thank you for telling us. Absolutely. But I'm just saying, if you've ever said anything bad about Trump, ain't happening. Hanged Man. Knight of Wands. Well, we know that JD Vance is very, very right-wing. Very right-wing. 3 of Cups in the middle. 10 of Cups again. It's like I should just leave this card out today. Tower. Whatever this is, it's not going to go well for Trump. This is weird. JD Vance, are you going to be the Trump's vice presidential candidate? Yes or no? Three of Swords for the reading. Okay, we can ignore that. Justice card. Trump the man, King of Pentacles. So when Trump gets hit with more legal mess, it leaves Vance, whoever Vance is, as possibility of taking over. Or at least thinking he can take over. This is weird. They're announcing at 3:30 Central, so 3:30 Central. Okay, so 4:30 Eastern. Okay. Who else could it be? Could it be Burgum? Has anybody heard anything else? So we've only heard about Vance. The energy's all over the map. I'm just gonna say, I mean, I'm getting, it could be. Trump might be dumb enough. And Vance would take it because he thinks he'll be sitting pretty when Trump's facing more problems. But yeah, Darian, want to take over. Yeah. Becca says, I still do not understand why all these clowns are tripping over themselves to be of service to Dumpy. Didn't they see what he tried to do to the last guy? If they were clear thinking, decent human beings, would they even be Republicans, far right Republicans? Just saying. So it's possible. But it's just, he might get the brass ring, but it's not going to go well. And I just don't know that he's enough of a milk toast. So that's what I'm getting. I'm assuming because the SUV is there, but the cards are, things are going to go horribly wrong. Lisa, I don't read on stuff like that. But I mean, it's possible, but I'm getting more legal matters than health matters. Lynn Marie says, maybe the RNC are going to pick Vance instead of Trump. He may get it. He may be. And it will up his standing immensely. But he ends up weak. That's what I'm getting. Okay, I guess we'll find out. How so you want the first class Astor rooms on the Trump Tanic? Go ahead. So Beth says, could it be Trump is still undecided? He may have changed his mind. But Alexa Gibson said he's supposed to be highly religious too. Oh, good. What could go wrong? Okay. Well, that's actually going to do it for me for today. Stayed on extra time. We're going to be okay. We really are. We're going to make it. And this week is just going to be, dip into the news, see what's going on, turn it off, do some work, read a book, play with the pets, hug your family. We're going to get through this. We really are. And yeah, today's kitty. It's a black kitty, like my Nick was. So, all right. I hope that you have a wonderful day. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. I've been working on my schedule, which looks like this. Yeah. So I will be working on astrographics at 3 o'clock. And we get a lot done over there because we just keep showing up, working on our projects. So you're always welcome. So that's on the Creative Sprints channel here on YouTube. Other than that, I will be right back here tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel. If something bizarre happens related to the convention or whatnot, I will jump on. But other than that, I'm just going to show up regular time this week. We'll go through it. We'll see. We'll see what's going on. Yeah? And we'll make it through. All right. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience with my cat. But anyway, you're not alone. We're in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right. And I will see you definitely right back here tomorrow at between 12 and 12:15. I'm here every day. All right. I'll see you then.